Welcome to Restore, Refresh, Renew by Amazing Thailand. My name is Shirley from Tourism Authority of Thailand, Australia. And this afternoon, I'm very excited to bring along a very special guest, Kun Wasini, Business Development and Strategy for one of the most amazing wellness centers in Bangkok, Raksa Wellness and Medical Retreat. She is going to uncover what Raksa is all about and how you can benefit from this retreat. Sawadika, Kun Wasini, and please take it away.
Sawadika, Cheryl. First of all, thank you for having us today. It's a beautiful opportunity for us to introduce what Raksa is. So Raksa, we have been launched since October 2020, and we've been running in a full operation in December 2020 as well. The Raksa Integrative Wellness is located in Bangkok, which is 30 minutes away from the central business district and only 45 minutes away from the airport. But the location-wise, it's also very unique. We are located in an area called Bang Krachao, which is considered by the Times Magazine as the Green Lung of Bangkok. And then let me show you what are the services that we have and what are the programs that we have that we can offer for the guests. I'll start off with what we are and how we are different. Basically, Raksa, we soft opened in October 2020, and we've been running in full opening since December. And we are fully integrative wellness and medical retreat, and by meaning of fully integrative, because we have partnered with Bumrungrad Hospital, which we have the Vital Life, the anti-aging clinic in our facility, where this integrative, we have integrated with holistic wellness such as Ayurveda, traditional Chinese medicine, traditional Thai medicine, energy medicine, and also our gym is in the concept of medical gym. So as you can see, the location is in Bang Krachao, which is 30 minutes from the central business district and only 45 minutes from the airport. By the Times Magazine, it's considered this area as the Green Lungs of Bangkok. As you can see, there's a green lush, and you can see the skyscraper behind. Our property is located next to the Chao Phraya River as well. This is, we have our concept as a botanical wellness journey, because as located in the Green Lungs of Bangkok, we would like to bring this nature into parts of healing as well as, for example, the food, the sense, the touch, and it's become the art. As you can see at the back, we rarely have any art pieces, but it's the nature behind that's become the food on the soul of our eyes. And this is what we have in our property. For this property, it's special that because when guests arrived and at the arrival pavilion, the inside, there would be no outside car. Guests will travel by buggy or by cycling. And on the left, it's the Chao Phraya River, where inside we also have the big lagoon, where our villas are located along the lagoons. And we have like restaurants and as well as the holistic and the clinic inside. So let me show you what we have, the services. For the wellness, this one, it's the Vital Life clinic as mentioned. And the holistic wellness, we call it Raksa Chai. In Thai, Chai means the heart. And of course, we have Raksa Kai. Kai in Thai means your physical, your body. So when you heal your physical, you also heal your soul or your heart. And we have a restaurant called Unam, and our afternoon tea lounge called Raksa Cha, and also the accommodation of our villas. With our belief that everything we have to know, the Raksa philosophy is for one to know ourselves. And so this is why our programs are mostly started with the diagnostic first, because before you start on any program, for example, detox, weight loss, or anything, you have to know the root cause of the health goal way that you're going. That's why under the clinic of Vital Life, we perform medical labs such as the check for your vitamins level, the checks of your hormones. Because, for example, some people would like to lose weight, but they have been exercising a lot. They have been reducing their food, but the weight doesn't go down. Which when we know the hormones level, it could be because the hormones is imbalanced. This is why we trace back to the root cause of your health goal. And apart from the lab tests that we can do, we also have like DNA tests. We also have like food intolerance because in these days, some people get an unknown rash and they cannot find what has happened. It can come from the food that your body is inflamed with. Apart from that, we also have the anti-aging machines and technology. For example, the cryosauna that has been used in Olympic facilities to heal on the inflammations or the chronic pains. And we also have oxygen therapy, which is called a hyperbaric chamber. This is the high dosage of oxygen, which normally are used to treat patients who had diabetes to rejuvenate on the cell. But when we use in terms of wellness, the oxygen helps to regulate the cell rejuvenation in the body, which works well for people who have a sleep problem. And definitely we have colon hydrotherapy. This is part of the treatment for people who are on detox. And we also have aesthetic and dermatologist doctors in the house as well. And with this clinical scientific wellness in our property, we have our medical doctors available 7 days a week, and also nurse available 24 hours every day. And now we move on to the holistic wellness part, where it's called Raksa Chai. This is the photo from our facility. As you can see, the lush and green is everywhere that you go, and the natural light. So definitely when you're in Bangkok, you get never enough of sunshine. And what we have, as I mentioned before, Ayurveda, traditional Chinese medicine such as acupuncture, moxibustion. And of course, when you're in Thailand, how can you miss traditional Thai medicine, where we have doctors from the royal court who came to consult on the treatment. You will find very ancient, very traditional healings that has been long lost long time ago. For example, it's a traditional Thai women's care and men's care, where they use the Thai herbals and the use of heat and warmth to do the compression and a special massage on the meridian points, and also the wind path in the body. And the last one is we have energy healing such as Reiki, singing bowl, chakra balancing, in which all of these mentioned above, because as we mentioned, every guest we start with diagnostic, but the approach into your health goal could be different from one person to another person. So one person can be doing a detox and using a colon hydrotherapy. But before that, as an integrative wellness, of course, we integrate a holistic treatment, traditional one called Chitnesang, which the use of manual massage on the stomach. This, when done prior to doing colon hydrotherapy, it will help to relax your internal organ. So once the guest has done this massage and go to the colon hydrotherapy, it will help to get into the treatment and to the detox deeper level. And apart from the mention above of the holistic treatment, we also have a hydrotherapy area as well, which we use the healing from the heat, the hot, and the cold. So in this facility, the guest will feel that in the hot, the muscle will relax and the blood flow will increase. And then when they switch to the cold, the blood vessel will then becomes smaller, And this creates the flows of the blood where they move around our body and the toxins becomes released. And then of course, as mentioned before, we have our medical gym. And then yet again, the environment of the gym is very green, very lush. And the front is the swimming pool that we have, which is the salt system. And you can see the lush behind the pools, which give you privacy. And behind the lush is the river, the Chao Phraya River. And in this, our gym, all of our staff are physiotherapists and also sports scientists, where our medical gym manager, she's previously an orthopedic doctor who she believed that most of the cases that she have treated can be healed, not only through operation, but they can be healed through movement therapy. So this is why we have equipment of physio, like in the hospital, but we modified in a way that it adjusts to their lifestyle. For example, exercise, everyone normally goes to the gym to do cardio, to run, to lift weights. But here, we believe of how, first, it's also diagnostic as well. So this is why we have the lab and the markers. Next. This is why each guest who is on the program will also be tested based on their movement first before they go into any training. For example, this is the test that we do on walking. Not everyone lift weights. Not everyone can be flexible and do yoga, but everyone at any age, at any time of their lifetime will have to walk. But it's something they do every day, many hours a day. But are they doing it correctly? That is the most basic thing for physics or your physical body. So for example, if someone could be leaning forwards in their walking lifestyle every day, that could cause compensation of the body. And that's why some people who have chronic back pain or chronic knee pain, it's something that they overlooked what they do in everyday lifestyle. So this is why we first start off with diagnostic first before they are sent to physiotherapy for any corrective exercise or any fascia release or any muscle or joints and bone modifications. And of course, after you've been working out, so this is our restaurant called Unam. Unam in Thai, it means the beginning of the river. So because our restaurant is next to the river with an outdoor alfresco seating as well. And the concept that we have here, definitely because guests will be doing that test, micronutrient, checking for their any food intolerance, or they will be checking on their micronutrients level, for example, vitamin A, vitamin E, zinc, and iron. This medical report will be sent and shared with the chef and the nutritionist so that they are able to personalize your meal based on your medical results. And of course, apart from the personalized meal that you have, we also look for the anti-inflammatory cuisine. So most of our food that we have, for example, the bread, because our chef, he's German, he's very good at making bread. So we have our own homemade sourdough. And also we made our own kombucha and fermented food because we believe in the gut health flora, and fermented food helps to promote on that. And this is, for example, of the lab that the guests will take on the micronutrients. For example, on here you see that, for example, you have a very low zinc level. Guests will be surprised because chef will be ordering oyster for the guests. This in terms will help the guests to understand more that when they go back to their normal lifestyle, what their plate should be like, what is the alternative of the food that they should eat more, what should it look like. And of course, we also have our tea lounge, Raksa Cha, because here how special of the Raksa Cha is we have our traditional Thai and traditional Chinese medicine doctor working hand in hand with our tea sommelier to blend the tea that is balanced in the yin and the yang. These herbs, some of them are grown in our organic farm in our property as well. And the use of the herbs, for example, I would like to talk about this specialty. I think it's most loved by most of the ladies because we call it the V shape or the beauty tea because it helps to drain the water. And this is mostly served on a rainy day because on a rainy day, during according to the traditional Chinese medicine, is your body has a dampness. And by drinking this tea, it helps to regulate water in your body and helps to flush out the excess water and help you rebalance. And then at the end of the result, it's regain your beauty. And of course, as I've mentioned, there are so many treatment we provide and so many programs that we have. So guests are mostly looking for the program for starting from 3 nights up to 14 nights. And here we are in our villa. So in total, we have 60 villas and 2 residential suites. We have garden villa and pool villa, which as you can see, is very spacious. Each villa comprises of 80 square meters with a separate living room, an outdoor terrace as well. So this is the exactly where I'm sitting, right? And this is the bedroom where, when designing this bedroom, we also invited our doctor into incorporate into the design. We have put the ergonomic thinking into the design. For example, the bed, we had reduced down the height because we are concerned on the guest safety. For example, when they get out of bed at night to use the toilet or when walking out, and even a simple care such as the refrigerator, we put it at the chest level so that the guest doesn't have to bend down and grab for the things. And also this is where we encourage guests to enjoy the nature and relax. And all of our beddings, they are hypoallergenic as well. And here we would like to show you the programs that we offer at Raksa. It started, for example, that I mentioned, it's the concept here is to know yourself. So that's why we have a program called Your DNA, starting from 2 nights, where you get your DNA tested, because DNA is something that you're born with. And the earlier that you know, the better understanding of your roadmap of how you should take your life. What could be, are your DNA or genes prone to any disease such as cancer or obesity? Once you know your DNA, it's a very good roadmap on what are the food that you should alter, what are the type of exercise that is good for you. And then it takes on of more programs that you can do on based on your health goal. For example, the immunity booster, the detox, de-stress, gut health, mobilize is good for people who have like office syndromes, weight management. In weight management, we have starting from 10 nights because surely there's no quick fix. In weight management, we determine your hormones and then we plan your exercise routine. We adjust your stress levels. And of course, we also have skin, like beauty, facial, and body solutions as well. And this is the example of what the program looked like when guests gets a 7 nights detox program. So on the left is the medical inclusions of the treatments, and on the right are the holistic inclusions of, for example, we have Shinai Sang, as I mentioned before, of the stomach massage and the colon therapy and the lymphatic massage. In all together, this is the holistic approach into one's health goal. And as I mentioned, the program is integrative, and it's also helped the guests to learn what are the learnings or education that they have here into what they can take out into their daily lifestyles, because we believe that wellness is not in one go. It's a continuous taking care of your body, the awareness of what you're doing into nurturing your body, and it's a lifelong of well-being. And that's why Raksa, we believe that wealth is health. This is what we have at Raksa. We are looking forward to welcome you to Raksa very soon when the borders opened. We look forward to pamper you and help you to achieve your goal. In the meantime, please stay safe, keep yourself healthy, and please enjoy the video that we have from the Authority of Thailand.
You will. You will breathe in the lung of Bangkok. And from this view, you will see the smiles, sunset, sunrise, and in between. You will sleep and wake up in your private villa. You will sweat and relax. You will be healed by traditional Asian healers, medical doctors, based on modern science. You will know yourself a little more. You will feel cold, hot, and peace. You will be well and looking well. You'll try something spicy, tasty, aromatic, colorful. You'll try both old and new things.